Hello everybody, this is Pastor Green. We're doing another Bible study, Exodus chapter 19. If you'd like me to come speak at your church, or if you have any questions, you can email me at godsohman@gmail.com. Exodus 19 and verse 1. In the third month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai. Now you have to understand, they've only been free for about 3 months now, and they've been in captivity for over 200 years. They might not exactly know how to act and how to do different things. So as we talk, they were in Egypt, they came across the Gulf of Suez, over to the Gulf of Aqaba, they headed over to Mount Sinai. And it's interesting, Mount Sinai is called Jebel El Laws, which basically means the mountain of laws. The question is why would a mountain be called the mountain of laws, unless maybe this is the mountain where they got their laws? For they were departed from Rephidim, and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. So there's over 2 million people that are all camping on the bottom of Mount Sinai. And Moses went up to God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shall you say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel. There's two things I want to say here. Number one, it says Moses went up to God. So he climbed to the top of this mountain. And Moses was about 80 years old at this time. Throughout this whole chapter, he goes up and down this mountain multiple times, and like I said, he's 80 years old. Secondly, it says the house of Jacob and the children of Israel. That's the exact same person. Jacob means the trickster, and Jacob was a trickster all through Genesis, and later God changed his name to Israel. He went from being the trickster to being the prince, and so all throughout the Bible, Jacob is called Jacob, and he's also called Israel, depending on the way that he's acting at that point in time. Ye have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bare you out of the eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if you obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then you shall be a particular treasure unto me above all people, for the earth is mine. So basically God's saying that if you follow my commandments, I'm going to make you guys stick out to the rest of the world. I'm going to make you a particular treasure, a particular people. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. So God's telling them, if you do what I tell you to do, you're going to stick out, you're going to be different. People are going to see you and say, there's something different about them. I wonder what's about them. You're going to be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. He's telling you all these great things that's going to happen. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord have commanded them. So remember the last chapter, he made a bunch of different judges. And so he wanted to get all these elders together and say, tell all the people what the Lord said. I mean, obviously there's 2 million of them. It's kind of hard to talk to 2 million people. So he told the elders to relay the message to the people. And all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord has spoken we will do. And Moses returned to the words of the people and to the Lord. Now, the people just heard God tell them to do all these different things. And instead of saying, God, Lord, this is so much to bear. Please be merciful of us. Please, help us get through this. They said, yep, we can do that, no problem. Anything you say, we'll do it. And for, 1,400 years, they've been living under the law because they said we could do it. We have no problem. This is not a big deal. It's simple. Instead of saying, Lord, have mercy on us, they said, no problem, we could do it. That's the biggest mistake in the Bible, probably the second biggest mistake after Adam and Eve. And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I have come thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes. And the word sanctify just means to set apart, to be holy. It's something that's set apart to be something that's for God. And also find it interesting, it says, let them wash their clothes. It might not seem very interesting to you, but they're in the middle of the desert. I mean, to have a day to wash the clothes is is a pretty big thing. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of water in the desert, so to tell somebody to wash their clothes, it's a pretty important task. And be ready against the third day. For the third day the Lord will come down to the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. So God told Moses, tell the people, get you guys ready, sanctify yourselves, wash your clothes, because in 3 days I'm going to come down here and I'm going to talk to you guys in person. And thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to yourself, that you go not up to the mountain, or touch the border of it. Whosoever touches the mount shall surely put to death. So God's telling Moses, make sure you put a fence or some kind of a border around this mountain, because if somebody touches it, they're going to die. There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through. Whether they be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the mountain. So he's telling the people, listen, put a boundary around it, make sure nobody touches it, because if somebody touches it, they're going to die. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people, and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said unto the people, be ready against the third day, come not as your wives. And it came to pass the third day in the morning, that there were thunders and lightnings, and a thick cloud upon the mountain, and the voice of the trumpet exceedingly loud, so that all the people that were with the camp trembled. Now, I'm assuming that God brought an angel with him to blow the trumpet. But imagine this. For over 200 years they've been living under Pharaoh. They thought he was a pretty mighty man. Now they come to this big, huge mountain, and they see thunders and lightnings, and a big cloud, and a big trumpet. Now they know who the real boss is. Now they know that this God guy is the guy we want to follow. This guy is very powerful. He's more powerful than anything we've ever seen in our lives. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with God. And they stood at the nether part of the mountain. And the nether part just means the lower part of the mountain. And Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord descended upon it with fire. And the smoke therefore ascended to the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked greatly. So you got thunders and lightning, you got this big cloud, you got the trumpet going, now there's smoke coming throughout the whole entire cloud, and the whole mountain was vibrating. It was like a big earthquake. And when the verse of the trumpet sounded long, and waxed louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him by a voice. So Moses is talking to God, God's answering Moses, and it's Moses' job to tell the people. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai, on top of the mountain, and the Lord called Moses up to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. So there he goes, going back up top of the mountain again. And the Lord said unto Moses, go down, charge the people, lest they break through of the Lord to gaze, and many of them perish. So Moses had to go to the top of the mountain. Now he's getting sent back down again to talk to people, because he was afraid that people were going to come up the mountain and they were going to, get hurt. And let the priests also, which come near to the Lord, sanctify themselves, lest the Lord break forth upon them. So the priests also have to sanctify themselves. And Moses said unto the Lord, thy people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for thou chargedst in saying, set bounds upon the mountain and sanctify it. So Moses is saying, the people can't come up here to you because you asked us to put a fence around it, to put a border around it, and to sanctify it. So we can't touch the mountain. And if you look at what they found on the top of the mountain, it was kind of blackened from the smoke and the fire. And then the little circle there is probably Elijah's cave. And at the bottom of the mountain, you see this little dark, like brownish black area. There was a pile of stones that was put all over this mountain to prevent the people from touching the mountain to get close to it. They had this border so that way nobody can get to the mountain. It's actually still there today. And the Lord said unto him, away, get thee down, and thou shalt come up thou and Aaron with thee, but not let the priests and the people break through to come to the Lord, lest he break forth upon them. So he's saying, go back down, tell the people what's going on, and you and Aaron can come back up here and talk to me, but not the priests, not the people. And so Moses went down to the people and spoke to them. Well, guys, that's the video. We're going to see more here in the next chapter. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to put the Exodus Bible study in the bottom right of the screen. The top left is going to be Genesis Bible study probably. and then at bottom left is going to be a video that I pick. And I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can email me, you can comment. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. And if you know somebody that might want to see this, make sure you share it with them. I'll see you guys next time. Have yourself a great day.